Hello and welcome back to another video. It has definitely been a while. It's actually currently, I don't know why I just looked at my wrist because I don't own a fucking watch, but it is currently 2 a.m. Because I don't sleep ever, and I felt like filming this now. I always get that like where I want to film something and it's always like late rather than like at a normal awake time. And if you're wondering why I'm not worried about waking up my housemates, it's because they've all gone out and I couldn't go because I don't have any money. I'm literally as broke as you could possibly be. Like, I can barely afford to breathe right now, so I can't go out with my friends, which makes me tragically sad. Today I'm going to be doing a different style of video. I have not vlogged anything recently because my life has just been endless university work, which is just piling on and slowly but surely crushing my soul every single day. So there's that. I really truly want to die. I've decided to do a video about how to survive the soul-crushing, horrific uni work cycle. I'm talking like I'm in fucking Afghanistan or something. Obviously it's not that bad, but it can feel pretty damn shitty a lot of the time. And right now I'm going through a definite quarter life crisis. I don't know if that's what you call it. Britney 2007 moment. That's kind of how I'm feeling. So I thought I'd make a video of sort of how I don't know, how I kind of handle it, try and make myself feel better. I mean, it doesn't make me feel better, but it kind of makes everything ever so slightly more bearable. And a lot of this is going to be very hypocritical because a lot of the tips and tricks aren't stuff that I'm not currently doing, even though I know I should be. I'm going to stop rambling on now and just get into my list. The first thing is to keep your living space clean. So clean your room, hoover, do your washing, organise everything, make sure you know where everything is and everything is where it's meant to be. Like, even do stuff like sort out your wardrobe, sort out your drawers, stuff like that. It just makes it a happier place to come home to. Like, if you've had a hard day, it feels better if your room doesn't look like a war zone, honestly, because I've never been a tidy person, and it was only sort of end of last year, beginning of this year that I started to realise that if I clean it and keep it tidy and put effort into making it look nice, it makes me feel better. It makes me want to spend time in there more. And doing chores and stuff like that can like help sometimes, like even if you're procrastinating especially, and you know you're not going to start doing work anytime soon, it does feel better if you're procrastinating by doing productive things, like knowing all my laundry's done and I have clothes to wear and stuff like that. It just improves, because for me personally, my room sort of reflects the state of my mind a lot of the time. Like, if someone comes into my room and it's an absolute shit tip and it looks awful, that means like I definitely am not doing good, you know? Like, that's a clear indication that my brain is in the toilet. So I try and keep it tidy and keep it fresh, you know, light a candle, and it'll just make you feel a bit more zen, but just better, slightly better than you would do otherwise. The next thing is to keep up with personal hygiene and stuff like that, because I know when I'm feeling low, I just don't want to get up at all. I don't want to do anything. I don't care about myself and how I look. Something as simple as having a shower can like make you just feel so much more put together. Like, I know if I'm feeling really shitty, I'll always take a really long shower, exfoliate and shave your legs and wash your face and like wash your hair and deep conditioner. One of those like really, like, you know, those intense showers where you put your playlist on and like completely scrub yourself clean, and then get out and do all my skincare. Like, I have a really extensive amount of skincare stuff because my acne got really bad recently. over Christmas, so I started to just buy and buy and buy so much skincare. But I'd get into that and do a face mask and properly just scrub away the stress, just wash it all away, watch it go down the drain. I know that sounds really dumb, but it does help. It just makes me feel more put together, even though it's like really simple. The third thing kind of linking to that is when I keep up with my personal appearance. Like, by the way, before I like get into this, I'm by no means saying that girls should wear makeup every day and dress to the nines every day and make like put a shit ton of effort into their appearance all the time or at all if they don't want to. This is, for me personally, I feel better if I'm like put effort into my outfit and put effort into my makeup and put effort into my hair. It makes me feel better. And like, that's not even all the time. Sometimes I am completely fine in going into like a lecture just in leggings, a sweatshirt, like shitty ponytail and no makeup on. But I find when I'm repeatedly doing that all the time and I'm never even slightly putting any effort in and I'm only getting up like 10 minutes before I have to leave and stuff like that, that's when I'm sort of like, you know, when I'm really not taking any pride in my appearance at all. I find that like really does start to stress me out a bit. I always feel better then after a while of doing that, when I finally do my makeup and do my hair and go in and like just make an effort to look nice. It's kind of like fake it till you make it. Like, make yourself look like you're put together and then maybe you'll start to feel a bit more put together, you know? But I'm not saying that you should, if you don't want to wear makeup, you definitely shouldn't. If you feel more comfortable not wearing makeup, then definitely don't. It's just I personally tend to feel more comfortable when I've got makeup on and when I'm like dressed more like not in leggings and a sweatshirt, you know? Number 4 is to do things that aren't social media related, because I am awful for this. I'm constantly just cycling through Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll like spend 10 minutes on one, 10 minutes on the next one, 10 minutes on the next one, and just go back to the beginning again over and over and over, and I'm awful for it. Like, I will be constantly like checking it and I don't know why. Like, I don't get anything from it, but I get into like states where I'll just be for like hours. I can't like sit and watch a film without checking at least like 50 times on my phone. So I think it's good to kind of try and disconnect yourself from that, because I mean, obviously social media, not like for me anyway, like 70% of the time makes me feel worse, because it's just people showing their best selves. Like, especially Instagram is just people showing like the best parts of themselves, and like when you're feeling down, that doesn't help. Seeing people like thriving and stuff, it doesn't really, sometimes it can motivate you and whatever, but when it's all shoved in your face of all like these Instagram models and YouTubers with like so much money and you're just struggling, broke, just like drowning in uni work, and it does not help a lot of the time. So I try to do things like reading, like not uni work related reading, like reading just a book. And I've not been keeping up with that recently. Like, I started reading Moby Dick, God, like a couple of weeks ago now, and I read one chapter and I haven't picked it up again, so I need to really get back on now. I literally filmed this like a couple of weeks ago and I only read the book again for the first time today. So I didn't get back on that until now, but I have now. So I suppose that's an improvement. I don't know. And I like to sketch sometimes, like even whilst like watching some Netflix or watching a film, I like to just start sketching, because like, I'm by no means good at art at all. Like, I would never show anyone these sketches, but and obviously like listening to music is always good. Like, oh, that's a good thing. Find your like that song that when you listen to it, it just does bring you up, because I feel like that everyone has a song like that when every time you listen to it, it just perks you up a bit, brightens your mood, like, and it can change. Like, mine changes all the time. Like, my current one is This Is the Day by, I think the band is called The, like literally the, but I literally love it. Fun fact about that song, I actually found it from watching Sex Education on Netflix, which is a class series, by the way. Now it's like every time I get in the car, the first song I play, I just love it. It's one of those songs that does just like lift me up a bit and I really, really enjoy it. So I think everyone has a song like that. So when you're really, really feeling low, just play that song on and just, you know, listen. Don't do anything except listen to the song. I usually listen to most of my music whilst driving, but sometimes it is nice to just sit in bed and just listen to music and chill for a little while, and or have a dance. Sometimes you want to listen to music and just have a lone dance party, and that is also fine. Definitely, music is just a way to get your feelings out. Listening to happy or sad music, it will make you feel better. The fifth thing is sleep, and this is very hypocritical coming from me right now because it is currently 2 AM and I'm sat here filming this video rather than being in bed like I should be. But the reason I have been feeling shitty lately is because I have not been sleeping, and partially it's like a cycle, because you'll feel bad, and because you feel bad you won't be sleeping, and because you won't be sleeping at normal times you'll need to nap or you'll sleep in and then you won't sleep again, and it just keeps going and going and going. And the only way to get out of it, which I've not been doing but I need to be doing, is when you set your alarm and you get up when that alarm goes off. You do not snooze it, because it usually takes at least at the moment 7 alarms to go off before I get up, but I need to fucking cut the shit and get up on the first alarm and then stay awake all day. It's like having jet lag, honestly, and stay awake all day and do not sleep until like 11 and then get my sleeping back in order, because at the moment it is an absolute shit show. But I need to sort it out, honestly, because it's not fucking good at the moment at all. So sleep, please sleep, and that will make you feel better. Number 6 is the obvious one. Again, I've not been doing this lately at all, but it's to eat healthy, eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, stuff like that, and eat meals at the right time, because I've been doing something really, really bad recently where I won't eat all day, and then it'll get to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon and then I'll just eat shit. So I won't eat breakfast and lunch, but then after like 4 or 5 I'll just snack on absolute shit, and it's awful and I need to stop. But eat healthily, exercise, and I find like, yeah, sometimes it's alright to have just a day in bed where you don't leave the house, but to try and leave the house at least once a day, because I always find when I'm feeling really shitty I just don't leave the house. I just stay in I don't even leave my room if possible, but I just stay in my room, stay in bed and don't do anything until my muscles are basically atrophying, and it's absolute nightmare. And then it starts, the longer you wait before leaving the house again, the worse it is when you have to leave. Like I remember once I nearly had fucking panic attack in a Tesco's just because I hadn't left the house in like 4 or 5 days and I barely left my room, and when I did have to go out I had to leave the house. I didn't have a choice. It honestly, being in somewhere like, I think it was a Sunday, so the supermarket was really busy and it was just surrounded by people, and I just got completely panicked because I'd not been around people for so long, and it's just bad. It's bad news, honestly, to leave it that long. So try and leave the house at least once a day, even if it's just to go for a quick walk. Just do it. But this is where I'm gonna have to end this video, because my camera is about to die and I really, really don't want it to before I end this video. So like, comment and subscribe if you have enjoyed. Leave a comment of anything else you want me to talk about or film, because I actually much prefer doing a video like this than to vlogging. So I will do another one. I don't know what of yet. We shall see. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.